All right, all right, all right, all right, all right, all right. We are live on Facebook, YouTube, and I believe X. Not sure yet. I haven't checked it. How's everybody doing this evening? Okay. We're trying out this new thing here. Let me see this real quick. Okay. X did not do it. Okay. That's fine. Okay. Well, it would have let me stream to X. So we're going to do, okay. Well, we didn't get X this time.
TV too, because we can read. Right?
No, yeah, hold on. There we go. There we go. And we're back. How's everybody doing? This is our first time doing this. Everybody, this is my lovely wife, Jessica.
Hi.
Jessica, say hi.
Hi, everyone. Hi.
Okay. Basically, the idea today, guys, is kind of like we're gonna get a partner's perspective on what's happening in the government and what happens when systemic breakdowns at work follow you home. Okay. Now, it's not an easy topic to talk about, but it's just one of those things we have to do. I said this on Thursday. Unfortunately, with the atmosphere and the way the government is today, we don't think about what our spouses go through, and we don't think about how this affects them directly, personally. But yeah, that's with that being said, I'm gonna read my disclaimer like I always do, and then we're gonna go from there. Let me hop over here to Facebook as well. That way we can multitask here. So we're trying out a new program that my lovely wife helped me, acquire because I was having the issues with trying to hold on one second. Trying to go online and multi-stream, I should say. So Jessica helped me out with this. I don't know if it's recording. Oh yeah, it's recording. Definitely recording. Okay. There we go. You guys don't see me that much, but
He's here.
I'm here. Okay. So here we are. Let's go ahead. Okay. I don't know who's on, who's not on, but doesn't matter. It does matter, but you know what I mean? The show's gonna go on. So let's just go ahead and do that. Okay. Alrighty, back up. All right. Now, let's go ahead and read this here disclaimer. All right, guys. So if you're having issues watching on Facebook, you can go on YouTube. It's live right now. This is my first ever live stream on YouTube, so I'm hoping I did it right. It looks like it's right on my TV, so I'm going to assume I did it good.
I've seen it on Facebook.
Yeah, you got to go into here and then Reels. And, not that one. Posts. It should be there. If not, I saw it on mine. It's weird.
Yeah.
I literally just saw it on mine. I don't know. Not sure.
Okay.
But anyway, if you guys can't see me, hop over to YouTube. Anyway, let's get started, okay, guys? I don't know. It's Sunday, and people got to work tomorrow.
For sure.
Alrighty. The content shared in this live broadcast reflects our personal experiences, opinions, and perspectives. We are speaking solely in our individual capacities and not on behalf of any employer, organization, union, or government agency. This discussion is protected whistleblower speech under federal law and the First Amendment. Nothing presented here should be considered legal, financial, or medical advice. Viewers are encouraged to seek professional guidance for their own situations. Some topics may include mental health, workplace stress, and personal hardships. Viewer discretion is advised. This is a respectful, judgment-free space. Harassment, threats, or defamation will not be tolerated. Guys, keep it clean, keep it professional. I know some of you are angry at the Postal Service for whatever reason. Just do your best and try to be as clean as possible, okay? All right. With that being said, let's go ahead and do that. Okay. Once again, welcome. My name is Angel Guerra, and I am still, for now, an EAS 19 manager of customer service. My duty station is Miami West Carrier Annex in Miami, Florida. I work by the piers and whatnot. My annex for my carriers are inside the main processing facility, the main PDNC. Okay, and I've been a postal worker for about 7 years. We just passed it. We're getting close actually to the 7th anniversary.
Yes.
Yeah, Thanksgiving Day is actually 7 years. With me today is my lovely wife, Jessica.
Hi again.
Okay, and I'm going to ask her some questions regarding my situation and how this affects her personally on a personal level as far as my partner, being my partner. I think it's very important that the partners out there get a fair share at their voice as well, because even though I'm the one physically going through this, she's living it vicariously through me. And it's something we men and women and people in the Postal Service, we forget that. We forget that. In any case, honey, okay. So, first of all, thank you for doing this.
Welcome.
I know it's hard
Yeah.
to get in front of the camera, speak to everybody directly, and basically you have everyone in the world right now looking at you, whether now or later, but they'll be looking at you. So, with that being said, I'm gonna go ahead. If a question is too hard, let me know.
Okay.
And we'll move on to the next one. Okay.
Absolutely.
Very, very straightforward. No scripting, no nothing involved.
No.
Okay.
Yes.
So why don't you tell the viewers a little bit about yourself and where you're from?
Hi, my name is Jessica Paz Guerra. I was born and raised in Manhattan, Chelsea, New York, with mom, dad. I have a second dad. My mom, my dad, my biological dad didn't work. So they broke up and got a divorce. And I had another man who raised me, who was also my dad. I grew up seeing my parents work very hard. We're a Hispanic family. We have a lot of morals. Honesty is very important to us. Hardworking family. Went to school, good grades. My mom was like, "Hey, if you want to go out and hang out with your friends, that's cool, but your grades got to be good. Your chores got to get done, and I need to know who your friends are, and I need to know who your friends' parents are." And that was fair. Little side jobs that I did to make money, babysitting, things like that. So I always knew the concept of money and responsibility. My family, when I was about 18, 19, moved to Little Ferry, New Jersey. I, at that time, was with someone else. So I stood in the Bronx. I stood in Manhattan and then moved to the Bronx. Later on, I moved with my family to Jersey. After I broke up with my ex, worked hard. At that time, I had 4 jobs. 4 jobs. Worked hard, made my money, did my thing. And then later on, 2015, I met Angel. I was dating around, felt like, okay, I'm just going to work and do my thing. And then I met my husband. At that time, best friend, boyfriend, girlfriend, fiance, husband. I loved him because for many reasons. One, he's my best friend. Two, he is honest, very honest, like me. We're very much good family, big on family, like huge on family. Uh, Honest people. We don't like liars. We don't like thieves. We don't like anything or anyone that feel when we feel we can't trust them. Disharmony, just displacement. No, we don't like. But family is big. Working hard is big. Important to Angel. It's important to me. Um, and I like that. Yes, we're the same sign, but it helped meeting someone that had the same values as you, morals. And we just clicked. And of course, fell in love and been with him over 10 years. I'm very much happy with the man I'm with. I'm not happy with the situation he's going through. And the situation he goes through affects me because I'm living it with him. It affects my son. We have a son. It affects us. It affects everything. And it's hard. But I'm talking because I want everyone to know that I'm a living, breathing example of for every woman that's out there, every mom, every wife, every girlfriend, every sister. And it's in the end, it's not even just about being a woman, it's about being a human being, right? I could be the woman that is working for that environment, that toxic environment. And there are husbands and boyfriends out there and brothers and people who are also affected on the opposite end of the sex. You know, it's morally, physically, mentally, and spiritually toxic and draining, and it hurts. And it's seeing someone you love suffer is horrible. Seeing my son come to me, mommy, why is daddy upset? Or how come daddy, what's going on? How come daddy's not home? You know? He wasn't home because he was at work, you know? It's a lot of things to that effect. All of that will come in as time goes by, questions being asked. But just know that everything I'm telling you is true. It's real, no fiction, all facts, all truth. I'm a living woman. Who's his wife, who's a mom, who's a person. And seeing him go being treated the way he was is criminal. Nobody should be, nobody, no matter what you do in life, should be treated that way. No human being should be treated that way. So to see that happen and to know that that's happening to countless other people who are in that organization and any organization, any organization, I get tongue tied because I get really upset with what's going on in the world today. It's it's demoralizing. It's wrong. And people don't deserve that. And I'm here to speak about that. And that's what I have to say so far.
Okay. So for those of you that are not seeing the live stream, you have to scroll down because we're using this new app that does multi-streaming. You have to go down and hit the actual play button so you can see the live stream. Okay. So I just did it now on my tablet while Jessica was talking, and it went through.
Excuse me.
We'll have Jessica check it now and do the same thing
Okay.
and make sure.
I'm gonna go on
But yeah,
and just double check,
make
guys.
sure your volume is down also.
Okay. Put my volume down. It's showing.
Yeah, showing the green dot. So
Yeah.
you can click and view story. No, it's not that one. Interesting. Again, this is a new program, guys, that we're working with. Um, I don't know why it's not doing it, but for some reason it's not.
But you are live, yes?
It shows that I am right here. Scipio said he don't see us, so I don't know. Um,
Can you hear us?
I know. No.
Yeah, you're not normally.
Yeah, I don't know. Well,
Avoid it.
yeah, that's not good. Okay.
No.
Well, I guess Facebook is gonna get this late today then, because it says it shows it right here. See,
Yeah, I see it.
it's here. So maybe you guys need to go into it. I mean, I'm on it on my tablet, so not sure why you all can't see it. I apologize for that. But yeah, it's on. It's definitely on. So yeah. In any case, Rita Scipio. It's it's on. Yeah. It must be him. It's on.
Is anyone else able to see? I can't. Like normally, I'm able to look and see, but
It could be. I don't know. Again, this is my first time using this, and I got it to work, and then that was it. So we're already here, so let's just finish it up, and
Okay.
we'll see what happens from there. Um, yeah, it is what it is. Anyway,
if not, maybe we'll just do
we'll
it
just
again.
yeah, I'll just upload it on Facebook if it
Yeah.
allows me to. If not, then you guys have the link. It's on Facebook, so you guys can just always jump on the YouTube. In any case, yeah, let's move on.
Okay.
Okay, so Jessica, it's very I understand what you're going through, and this is something that most people don't. Yeah, guys, you got to go into my profile, and around my image, around my picture, it says live, and you just click on it, and it's supposed to take you right in. Mine says live. I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. All right. Well, we'll figure it out later. In any case, let's not keep the crowd waiting.
No.
So, Jessica, you we got married, right?
Yes.
And then we moved to Montana,
Yes,
right?
we did.
And that by itself was a culture shock. No?
I was.
Okay. And yeah, that's what happened there. So,
You're kind of skipping the best part.
oh, well, because I'm multitasking here,
Right.
it's just throwing me off.
That's okay. When I was there for you when you got your exam and you passed the postal exam. remember?
No. That's no. Okay, so I got a call for an interview. That's what happened.
Mhm.
I took the postal test when I was married to my ex-wife, and I didn't score that high because I was going through drama llama with that situation. I won't even touch that one, but you know, we parted ways, and I got married again. And I said, you know what, I'm gonna try again for the post office. I try to be a carrier, and my first real run-in. I have to watch my words very carefully. My first run-in with postal abuses came, believe it or not, it did come in Montana. But it's not what you think, and I'm gonna explain why. I applied to be a CCA. I was working in a hospital at the time, and the postmaster of the station called me. He then, turned around and, sat me down and whatnot. And before I could even tell him my name and a little bit about myself, he just popped right up and says, well, I'm just letting you know, you're not going to get the position. I'm just not going to get to you. And my jaw dropped, and I was just like shocked. I was sitting there with a tie and shirt and everything. I mean, I went dressed to impress, and this man physically told me he wasn't going to hire me. I didn't even start the interview. How do you start off an interview that way? Who taught this man how to interview anybody? But yeah, okay. So my first response, being annoyed, was, why did you invite me here then? And his comment was, because I had to.
So,
I remember leaving that interview and
disgruntled.
very pissed, disgruntled, angry, the works. I got home and I said, oh, fuck the post office. I was super pissed. And then a couple months later, I says, all right, I'm going to try again. So I go ahead and I try again. Nothing. Then I try again. Nothing. Then I put in for a plant position.
Mm-hmm.
And I got it.
Mm-hmm.
And I went and I spoke to the guy. I won't tell you his name, but even now that I'm going through this stuff, I still thank him for the opportunity. Because that man looked at me. I went in a 2-piece suit. Yeah, I was like, I'm getting this fucking job, And I went in there, and the supervisor looked at me. He says, your score's not great, but you interviewed so well, man. You came dressed, you came proper, you came ready to work. I'm going to give you a chance. I just have one question for you. And I went, oh, fuck. Okay. What happened with your last job? Why do they even ask that? I have no idea.
I always hate when they do that.
Like,
Because
it said
your last
terminated,
job.
but okay. Now I got to tell this man my story. So I'm like, okay. And I faked a smile. He knew what I was going to tell him. It's almost as if he was a mind reader.
Right.
So I told him, well, I had issues with my ex and I was, coming and going out of the court system and we were getting a divorce. And in New York, instead of just saying, I need Domino's, here you go, blah, 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 you're done, you're divorced. They make you wait 10 years. Like you're going to fucking make up with this person. I mean, yes, I did try to make up with her and I did try to salvage the relationship, but things happen. You know what I mean? And she's moved on and I moved on and we're both happy and I'm good with that. I'm okay with that. I'm happy that she's happy. But I kind of told the supervisor that and he just looked at me. He goes, I knew what you were going to say, but I had to ask anyway. He said, if I didn't have this job, I would have had the same problem as you. So yeah, I'm going to give you you got the job. I'm going to hire you. I was so freaking happy. I resigned from the hospital job and I was an administrator.
Yep.
I resigned from the hospital. I was an administrator, had my own office and everything. And I went for broke for the post office. And I told Jess, I says, this is it. I'm going to stay here. Then, I moved up and stuff like that. And then, from Great Falls, because we were in Great Falls, we moved to Billings a couple years later. After my dad died, we moved to Billings. And that's it. That's how it happened. So the question I have for you, now you've been there through the whole transition with the jobs, coming here, going there, doing this, doing that. There was a time the Ampoule sent me on a detail for several months.
Yes.
And that was hard. I came back once a week just to make sure you guys have food in the fridge and stuff. And it wasn't easy. And I was driving 5 hours back and forth. But do you believe it was worth it?
Okay. So that's actually your second question.
Oh, okay.
First question was Montana a culture shock? So I will get into the second question, I promise. Montana was a culture shock. It's beautiful there. And I do love the people of Montana, hands down. But it's a culture shock because it's a lot of mountain, a lot of land, and it's beautiful. But I grew up in the city. Land is what? The sidewalks, trees, buildings, sky rises. They don't have that in Montana. A lot of lakes, a lot of mountains, a lot of land trees, and there's restaurants and places. Not as many as you would in a city or an urban place, but they are there. It's more country. It's laid back. Sky is beautiful. The laid backness is good. Wintertime, they wear a coat, shorts, flip flops in the snow. Like, what? But you kind of get used to that, you know. I never did that, but it's cool. Hey, different strokes for different folks. So it was a culture shock when you get used to it, you know. One thing about Montana, everything you can live in a county, but if you're going to see a specialist, and I mean specialist, and I'll give you an example, an eye doctor. The eye doctor and the top line specialist will be in a county 4 hours away. 4 hours away. Not 1 hour, half hour. You can't take a train, can't take a bus there. You have to drive there. 4 hours. We had to do that for son, because he was a newborn, and you want to see the specialist wants to make sure that his eyes were good. Thankfully, they are beautiful. He can wear glasses. He can see really well. But that's an example. Certain specialty doctors were 4 or 5 hours away. So here leads to the question, which is the second one Angel was asking me. When he had to when he got the position in Shoto, and we lived in Billings at the time, Shoto was 4 hours and change away. I remember at the job that I was at, I worked for a construction store, $1 billion construction store, very famous store. Loved the job. DM Pool called him up, and we were leaving. We were already in February. He calls me and tells me, "Hey, Jess, I got a position. We always tell each other. We always talk. We always communicate. Always. I got the job. Member called me up. There's a position in Shoto. I said, Shoto. So I go on my phone and start looking. Quick. And mind you, we lived in buildings. I'm like, oh my God, 4 hours away. Okay. And he's talking to me, and he's like, it's 4 hours away, babe. And I'm like, I know, I saw it on my phone. And he's like, damn. I'm like, I'm fast. So look. And he said, do you think I should take it? As a wife, part of me wants to say, hell no. But as I'm also his best friend. And that part of me that knows, I could hear it in his voice that he was happy. I wasn't going to tell him no. I said, okay, well, when do you have to leave? Well, I'll be leaving after Valentine's. Mind you, Valentine's was a few days away. So this was like, whoo, okay. So I said, you know what, Angel? Okay. I put my big woman panties on, pants on, said, you know what? He's always supported me on any adventure I put him in. Anything I wanted to do, I've always supported him. All right. Seeing that he was already working in the post office, I was sort of in tune what he was going, like how it works. Okay, we'll make it work. After Valentine's that weekend, my husband went to Shoto. I stood on the phone with him because it was 4 hours away. At that time, he never driven anywhere that far. And I'm always used to sleeping with my husband. Most women do, right? I stood on the phone with him, made sure he got there okay. I worked. I had to take my son to school on my own, get home on my own, cook, clean. Me and Angel, we always talked every day. We spoke on the phone and kind of did the Zoom thing. And this man right here that I love so much, who's so dedicated, not only dedicated to the craft, not only dedicated to the post office, he drove every weekend to come and see me and his son, even if it was 1 day a week. That takes balls. That takes support, courage, family. He's a family man, love. It's just wow. So he would come home. We would spend time. And I would make sure that this man had lunch, breakfast, lunch, and dinner for a week. And I mean, I was a slave into the kitchen. Mind you, I was working and I had a son who was going to after school. So he like daycare. Okay. And I was working full time. I did it all. It was hard. My son missed my husband, his dad. Mommy, when is daddy coming home? Crying. Wouldn't go to bed. I mean, my son, the day he would come to see us, he would not go to bed until he heard that door open and he heard his dad, and he would run out to see his dad. Sorry.
Sorry. It's fine.
Our dog, we have a dog. Our dog was so depressed. She's very close to Angel and I, but mostly female dogs closer to male dogs.
She's right here, right now, next
Yes, yes. She would sulk, guys. I mean, anyone who has animals, dog lovers, you know when a pet sulks and they have they have separation anxiety. My dog would sulk. I mean, she would follow me everywhere. And I kid you not, the day Angel was coming, and mind you, Angel and I will be on the phone, and Angel would be an hour and a half to 2 hours away. He's driving. I don't know how she knew because the car Angel had didn't make noise. It didn't. Tesla didn't make noise. She would know. She would stand up, her ears up, and she would look at the door. And she always knew when Angel was coming. When Angel came home, oh man, she passed by me to go see Angel to the door. And I would laugh and I would be like, oh my God. And I let her have her moment. I let my son have his moment. And then after that, I grabbed Angel, gave him the biggest hug and kiss ever because I had my own separation anxiety. I mean, that was hard, but we did it. It wasn't easy, but we did it.
Oh, yeah. I see what it's saying, content. Okay.
Oh, what's wrong?
I don't know why it's doing that. That's weird.
Sorry, guys.
Interesting.
It's the first time we're doing like a live thing, and normally I'm
I
used to
see.
seeing questions and people.
I see it there, yeah. And I don't know what's going on. I feel so terrible. It's like, oh, seriously? I worked on this all day.
Maybe we'll have to do another live.
God.
Well, we're honest people doing honest
Yeah,
live work here.
I mean,
So if we have to do another one, we will.
it is
We
privacy.
know that people love.
It's public, so why is it not
I have
saying
no idea, guys.
it's public? Yeah,
Maybe it's just not the time to work on a new thing.
I guess.
But we were
I
so excited,
guess.
able to do multiple platforms, and Angel's dedicated.
I mean,
my-
I worked on this all day.
He
Ugh,
did. I was
God.
at work and he would text me and I'd check the text and call him when I could. And yeah,
That
he was.
sucks. Well, sorry, guys. Well, it is what it is. I can't. Yeah, I don't know. Anyway. Yeah. So, with that being said, you tolerated all of that from the post office and everything I've been through with the organization. At any point during that time, did you ever feel like was it even worth it or not?
I never doubted. And I'm going to be honest with you. Although I was going through my thing, my son was going through his thing, our dog was going through a thing. I mean, again, there was a point where my son would be like, Daddy, come home. What are you doing over there at the hotel? No, come home now, please. I mean, he would be crying. The one thing that I would say that I never thought that it was horrible, although that part was horrible, was the fact that I saw how proud and how excited Angel was. I wasn't going to stop him and kill his dream. This was a dream for Angel. When he passed the exam, when he got into the post office, when he was going to Shoto, I mean, who am I to kill someone's dreams? No one's ever did that for me. He never did. My parents never did. I will not do that to anyone. So at the time, yeah, I felt like this is it. You know what I mean? He wanted to be postmaster at the time and he was shooting for it. So yeah, I wanted to support him and say, no, I'm going to do it. This is hard, but there's nothing in life easy. Everything requires work, everything. So we did it and we supported him through it. We sucked it up, you know what I mean? And we did it. So no, I would say it was worth it because it made him happy at the time. It made him happy. And it made us happy when we saw him because he would tell us all of his achievements during the week. So yeah, this is the time frame when Angel loved his job and they were treating him amazing. He was treating, I mean, the improve treated him really well. Angel did his job very well. I mean, and there was a time when me and my son and the dog came to visit Angel at the post office. So I got to meet his coworkers. I got to see the customers talk to him. I mean, I got to see him. I got to see him do his thing. And he was a natural at it. He still is a natural at it.
Yeah. It's it was an achievement for me to become a postmaster in the post office. It was one of my dreams to become a postmaster. And when I first got my first assignment, I was proud of that assignment. It was something I strive for. And then when I went back to help the MPO on during peak season and you know help the clerks, we build that rapport. You know, yeah, we had disagreements every now and then. It was peak season. There was parcels everywhere. I mean, I'll give you one example. One week it was about a week. The pass machine stopped working. The whole network was down. So they had thousands of parcels stuck in that machine that we scanned. And there was nothing we can do because it was all in there. And we just came to work, we did our job, and we went home. No headaches, no problems, nothing, you know? And I remember the person that groomed me to be a postmaster, I told her I was planning to move to Florida. And she kept saying, but why do you want to go to Florida? Like, why don't you just stay here? And I told her, I said, because I want my kid to go to a better school. They have some of the best schools in the country. The school that my son is in is actually a 5-star school, and it's a public school. So I'm like, wow, I never had that growing up. And I have 2 other kids with my ex-wife. They're older now.
Mm-hmm.
My son's going to be 20 in a couple months.
Yeah.
And my daughter is 25 now.
Yeah.
Okay. And I couldn't give that to them. And I'm sorry for that. If they're watching this, I'm sorry for that. I wasn't mentally ready to be a dad. And even though their mother and I didn't work, I always wished her well. Even though we did bicker most of the time, I did wish her well. And my kids, I always hoped that their stepfather raised them to be respectable. That was the best I can do. To sit here and worry about anything else made no sense.
Right.
So when my son was born, I said to myself, I messed up twice. I'm not going to mess up again. And I made sure that I didn't mess up again. And I made sure that my son saw his father.
That's right.
Be the career man that he knew and that I knew I was meant to be. And then at the same time, I told my wife, I says, we're going to move to Florida. I'm going to give up my assignment as postmaster, and I'm going to move you guys to Florida so that we don't have to deal with the snow and the stress and everything, you know.
And everything being
And-
so far away.
And everything being so far away, medical's close, restaurants, everything, you know. Yeah, okay, I got to give up my dream job, but it is what it is. It's fine. You know, you guys mean a lot to me, and I want to do that. And we did. And that's when my MCSO gave me the position in Buena Vista. Now, this is the man I spoke to for months and months, you know, back and forth. We weren't friends or anything, but I assumed we had a level of decorum with respect for one another. Especially that I never told him a lie. I never hid nothing from him.
Mhm.
I always did what I was told. Even if I got in trouble, I didn't care. You know, I did it because there were times I got pissed at certain things, you know, but that's normal. You know, when you're learning stuff, it's normal,
Yes.
you know. But which leads me now to the next part of the interview. Had you had the chance now, if you can go back in time, would you honestly have let me take that position in Buena Vista, or you would have talked me out of it?
I would have talked you out of it.
Tell the viewers why you
I
would
would
have
have
talked me
talked you
out
out
of it.
of it. So, Angel, as he said, we always, wanted to go to Florida. I mean, I traveled to Florida. He's traveled to Florida. Um, we wanted a different environment. Again, we love Montana, but we wanted a different environment. The school system's good. You know, Angel felt, and I know through constant conversations, he needed a break from Montana because his dad had passed and he didn't get to properly say bye to his dad. Talking to him as a wife, you hear that and you're like, okay, honey, so where do you want to go? And he's like, Florida. And I'm like, okay, then we go to Florida. You know, I have visited Florida many times. Why not? And again, I never asked Angel to give up anything for us, ever. I'm not one of those selfish women. I'm sorry. No, I'm not. Um, I told him, well, if you can get a job in Florida, that in a career, in a title that will make you happy, sure. And that's what I thought he was getting. He seemed happy. I mean, it was going to be in Buena Vista, in Fort Lauderdale. Oh, no, sorry, Miami. I wind up looking to transfer my job. Wind up getting Fort Lauderdale. That's why it came up my head. Um, and I found my son a 5.0 school. It's a very, very good school, guys. Oh my gosh. But everything that he's gone through, everything that he spoke about in that video with, Miranda, everything that he has told you, it's true, guys. And I wish it wasn't. If the universe gave me a pause button or a rewind button, I would press it. Because of the pain and suffering, guys, you have no idea. Unless you worked in the post office, if you worked in the post office, you know. Or if you are the spouse, girlfriend, fiance, mom, sister, or someone who is connected to someone in the post office, family member, you could be a best friend of someone in the post office, then you know the pain that that person's going through, the long hours. And I mean long hours. I'm not talking about 8. I'm talking about 16, 18 hours, sometimes not until the next day. Okay. Um, you don't sleep. They don't sleep. I sleep well when I know my husband's in bed. That's the type of woman I am. That's just me. He's the same way. But I'm gonna tell you, long hours. How do I fall asleep knowing he's on a crazy ass highway with crazy drivers? I want to make sure he's okay. So I come home from working, take my son from school, do homework, clean the house, cook, 'cause that's what I do. Got to keep yourself going. You got to keep yourself busy. And I was with Angel, and you can hear it in his voice. The voice was different, and his spirit and his personality was different in Montana than here. Here, he would look himself in the mirror and catch him. It was eating him up, the things that were going on. I waited for him to talk. Sometimes we spat because I was like, why are you so snotty? What's going on? You know what I mean? And me being me, I'm like, whoa. But I saw he would talk to me. He always did, thankfully. And I saw how they were hurting him physically, mentally, and spiritually, guys. Physically, my husband, his blood pressure was to the roof, getting pains in his chest. Pains, guys. I'm here wondering, oh my God, is my husband going to get a heart attack? Am I going to be a widow? Is my son going to be without father? You don't, like, again, unless you work at the post office or you're connected to someone that is in the post office, you don't know. I would have paused that button. I would have talked Angel from saying no to Buena Vista. Yes, I would have rewound that button if I had the power to say absolutely not. We'll go somewhere else. We'll find another spot in Florida. Absolutely not. Or we go somewhere. No, because to avoid him going through this pain and torture, this affects him. It affects me. It affects my son. My son. Bills. How do you pay them? You know what I mean? You can't dig and you can't pull a leaf and turn it into $1 or a couple of $100. Coins, money, what? Like, how do you find that? It's where? Bills. Now we got to worry about medical. I have a son. Even if we don't see the doctor, what about my son? What about putting food in his plate? We can get SNAP, guys. Like, come on. You know what I'm saying? Seeing his anguish, going with him to doctor's appointments. The doctors, I mean, he's seen more than one, and they all said the same thing. He's not lying, guys. What do we have to gain from lying? What do we have to gain from being, but to fake this? I don't think so, guys. No, I'm sorry. So yes, I would have pressed that button. I would have had to stay in Montana and find another way. Absolutely. To see what he went through was disgusting. And those people who put him through it are even more disgusting. More disgusting. Maybe their families don't know what they're doing, but God does. The universe knows. And karma knows. Can't run from it. And everybody will die one day. What do you say when it's your turn to be judged? It better be a good one. And I doubt whatever answer you have will be good enough.
Wow, that's deep. And yeah, it's unfortunate that we are in this situation, guys. Um, I was lately I've been real gung ho about doing these live streams, but today I was nervous all day because I knew my wife was going to say things that gave me, relapses and whatnot. And hearing that emotion from her kind of gave my little chest thing again. But nevertheless, the show goes on. It's got to go on. So, having said all of that, Jess, with the promotion, had you had a rewind button, would you even have allowed me to go to West Carrier, or you would have just had me stay in Buena Vista because, I already knew the job already and whatever?
We were already here, so I would have had you stay in Buena Vista and get out, transfer anywhere else. The West Annex, they're even worse than Buena Vista, if you could even imagine that. I mean, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
It's
Milam Dairy in West Carrier.
disgusting.
It's and it's not the carriers. The carriers are amazing, The clerks are amazing. It's management. They're and
Any-
the lack thereof.
Anybody
Yeah.
in administrative, I won't even say carriers. I've never, anything that I'm saying will not be about carriers at all. Clerks, no. Management, Angel's a great manager. I'm not saying that because I'm married to him. I know because I've had carriers tell me, I've had people tell me. I know the dedication that he had. He wouldn't come home until everything was done. Everything. And there were times I'm like, oh my God, I wish this paperwork would be done already so he could come home and be safe. But I knew in the end, he had to get his job done because I'm like that. I want everything done right. I won't come home until I know my job is done. So when I leave work, my job stays behind and I can focus on my family. That's the type of dedication Angel is. He's a Capricorn like me. And if you study astrology or you know anything about signs, Capricorn people are hardworking. Sorry, we are. We are perfectionists. We are hardworking, and we get it done. We're aggressive, but we're fair and we're honest and we're loyal and we're family. About family, love, and life, all of that. I would have said stayed in Buena Vista. Yes. The administrative there, disgusting. Disgusting. Absolutely.
I mean, Buena Vista had its troubles. Still does, from what I hear. But in any case, I mean, my dad used to always say, "You deal with the devil you know." And I allowed an individual to coerce me into accepting a position that they personally knew was going to go against me. And when I mean by going against me, I mean my morals. See, I won't. It's not that I can't do anything because I can do anything I want, but I won't lie on paperwork. I won't fabricate numbers. I won't say that this carrier did something they didn't do. I won't scream at nobody on the workroom floor. I won't disrespect nobody because we're all people.
That's right. She didn't have to.
You should not have to do that. I mean, I got two private messages today on Facebook. One of them was telling me, thanking me, just saw the documentary on Lino Miranda's channel. Guys, check it out, Miami-Dade Transparency. If you don't see it there, I will, once we're done, I'll go back in and link Lino's video. It's already up to 3,400, almost 3,500 views. I mean, the algorithm doesn't lie. People are waking up. People are asking questions, and they're asking the right questions. Do the survey that's out right now for all the federal workers out there. Postal, non-postal, as long as you're a federal worker, it applies to you. Do the survey, okay? I've been so preoccupied with getting this video stuff together, and I still haven't gotten mine done. I'm guilty for it. Scipio, I'm sorry. I'm going to go back in, and I'm going to try to get it done before I go to bed today. I was really trying to get this double stream working. I don't know what I did wrong because it shows. You see it right there. Jess can tell you, it shows check on Facebook.
It does.
It
I
shows
see it.
check on Facebook.
It shows live on both, excuse me.
Yeah.
But I will make it, if worse comes to worse, I will redo the video with Angel. Of course, we'll look different because, again, we're all about realism, okay? I'm not going to throw the same shirt on again.
Yeah.
But we can do another one for sure.
Yeah, that's fine.
But if I may interject, guys, for every person that is the supporting factor for that significant other, I don't care what you are, talk to them, be an earful, give them a hug, make them a meal. Sorry. Be there. Love them and let them know. Because depression is real. Health is real. And when it affects your husband, when it affects your family, when it affects your son, because your son sees it. You know what's going on with your husband. Your son sees what's going on with his dad. I see it. Be there for that person. Help them cope the best ways possible. Something to drink. Hell, I don't even care if you buy them a beer, whatever. But be there because this is real. These are things that are affecting all federal workers. You know, when you're a kid, oh man, you're a federal worker. Oh, you got the best job ever. It comes with a heavy baggage, guys. You can't take the money with you when you die. Okay, and let's hope that you have your person that you with that lives with you and grows old with you, because the rate they're going, they're trying to kill them. I don't want to be a widow. I don't want my son not to have his dad. I don't want to not have my husband at night. These people are suffering, and these higher up people, they don't care. They don't care. They don't care who they hurt. It's not right. It's wrong. And I'm speaking for everybody. Sorry. I'm speaking
Okay.
for everybody.
It's fine.
Get them to talk. If you guys stay silent, the abuse will continue. They do not care if they hurt you. They don't care if you die, guys. You're just another number. They'll replace you. But if you speak up, the more people that speak up and share the story, the more voices that get heard, I know things will change. And more things will be spoken about. The unions will have no choice but to do their job because they suck. I'm sorry, they suck. They management administrators that are not good, that are abusing. Something will happen to them somehow. They will get their just desserts because they can't take that money when they die either. But I will tell you, there are good managers too out there, not just Angel. There are good supervisors out there too. There are good craft workers, carriers, clerks, janitors. I mean, whoever you are in the postal work job, do your job and do it well, and don't let nobody tell you, take that life force out of you. Don't let no one hurt you. And if they do, speak up, know your rights, document it, and get it done. Do not stay shut, because you'll retire if you're lucky, but the next person has to eat your shit that you left behind. Why stay quiet? Abuse is real. Mental, physical abuse is real, guys. This is not right. In the world of 2025, we don't deserve to go to this. He doesn't deserve it. None of you guys deserve it. And the people who are the spouse, girlfriend, fiance, sister, aunt, cousin, whoever you are to that person, you guys don't deserve it. The kids don't deserve it. Hell, the animals don't deserve it, because animals sense things too. You guys work hard. You're a blessing. Don't let nobody tell you different. You guys work all kinds of hours every day. And I support and love you guys. Even if I don't know you, I thank you for all your hard work.
Okay. Well, you had three comments so far on the chat.
Okay.
So first one is from Josh Green 3733. He
Hi, Josh.
said sorry he's late. Okay. And then you had Stoic Echoes. I feel sorry for you both.
Thank you.
And then you have Cindy Guthrie 217. Thank you for speaking out. We have a lot of issues where I am. Yes. Thank you all. It's a bad situation. I mean, it's more than just speaking out, guys. Like, it's worse than that. Like, I mean, the bills,
The anxiety.
the anxiety.
Yes.
I get calls from credit agencies
Every day.
every hour of every day. So I'm sitting at home for nothing. I'm sitting at home because they're trying to cover up for someone with a lie. That's why I'm sitting at home. I'm not sitting at home because I did anything wrong. Now my perfect record is shot to hell thanks to these individuals who are in management still lying. And I have all this documentation and they're still lying. They're still falsifying scans. They're still committing perjury. And I can't understand. But, someone will listen. The government's opening back up again. And remember, I'm home. I have nothing but time. Nothing but time.
Strength in numbers, guys.
You guys got to speak up, man.
Don't let them, please. I'm sorry to interrupt.
Yeah.
Do not let them win. I'm telling you right now, they are bullies and they like to manipulate. Do not. Health is important. And abuse of power can physically hurt you. It can break your spirit. It breaks you. It gets you sick. It gets you, mentally, physically. No. And after day, it's like the cracks go in the wall and then the wall crumbles. And then what's left? No. Do it before that. Angel's being accused of something he never did, and I know he didn't do it. He knows he didn't do it, and those people know he didn't do it. You can lie to everybody else, but in the mirror, you can't lie to yourself. And like I said, the all-knowing Father, he knows. He knows. So what do you say in the end? You gonna lie then too?
I agree, Cindy. Cindy wrote, they do it because there are no consequences. I agree. There's no accountability. There's nothing. And this is the problem we have with our situation now. There's just no accountability. So at what point do we all say enough is enough and we speak up? I'm very happy for the overwhelming support on social.
Yes.
Now we're working on this now. Guys, I'm gonna keep it real with you. I never saw myself doing any of this stuff, man. In fact, people that know me know I used to make fun of people that did this stuff. Oh, here goes another YouTuber, don't want to get a job, don't want to work. And look at me now. It's the only platform that will hear me. Because every agency that I've contacted, not one fucking answer. It's a total system breakdown.
Except now people are listening and things are changing. And as I told my husband, if you don't speak, guys, the world won't know. So it'll continue because nobody knows. But now people know. And those that did wrong, we know. Oh. And I know you guys are watching. Good. Watch, listen, and see.
$2 million. See you soon.
And you get yours. It's gonna come knocking. Karma's gonna get ya.
Oh yeah.
You can't run and you can hide. Karma will find you.
You guys can lie to your families and make it look like you guys are.
You'll see.
Upstanding. You can lie to your families. They don't know any better. You can lie to your friends. You can lie to yourselves and your coworkers. And you can say all the things you want to say about me. And that's fine. I really don't care. Because I know I didn't do anything. The people that train me know I didn't do this. And the people that blame me for this know I didn't do this. And they're still trying to cover it up. But the reward factor is this. You do dirtbag shit, they give you a detail. You fire people that don't need to, that shouldn't have never been fired, you get a promotion. You don't say nothing and you kiss ass and then you get a promotion. That's what they do in the post office. And it's a shame because we got real good managers, at least where I'm from. and we got real good postmasters where I'm from. And we got great MPOs where I'm from. And there's a support factor. At least I had the support factor up north. But here, they don't even know how to drive right here.
No.
My first 6 days here, somebody rear-ended me and freaking hit and run.
Yeah, exactly.
Come on.
So
It's how, guys, do we allow them to get away with this? You know there's more of us than them.
that's right. There is.
There's more of us than them. And I've read this comment somewhere where there was someone that wrote down, oh, you're only saying something now because you're in trouble. No, that's not true. Not true at all. I have always spoke my opinion. Always. People that know me knew I spoke my opinion. I got in trouble for speaking my opinion. And I didn't care. Because in reality, guys, all you have is your integrity. You know, I'll go back to the 2 text messages I got earlier. One of them was a gentleman who thanked me for speaking out. And this guy, he wants to leave the post office, but he can't because it's the only thing he has to take care of his mom. You see how they use that stuff against you? And another thing he brought up was the money. You know, I'm not going to find money like this nowhere else. He's right. And that's where they trap you. They pay you all this money, right? That's it. You sold them your soul.
Sure.
Now they have a slave, a modern slave in 2025. They can yell at you. They can scream at you, call you a piece of shit, say your family's worthless. Oh, your father died? I'm so sorry. You're going to have to come into work today. I got no coverage for you. There's nothing I can do. I don't want to pay you in your grievance, so you got to come in. But my dad just died. Are you serious? I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I don't want a grievance, so you have to come into work. Did it to me. Guys, it's subhuman. We don't deserve to be treated that way.
You don't. None of you guys deserve to be treated.
Which brings me to my next question. If you had the opportunity right now, the audience is the jury, what would you tell the judge in defense or not defense of my situation? Because the audience deserves to know how you personally feel with this whole thing. Without, and remember, we have to be politically correct. But you've been holding this in for 6 months. Aside from what you told them when you answered my questions, is there anything else you want to tell them that can help them and help their partners in your situation?
Yes.
Tell them.
I would tell the judge, sit down. I have a long story to tell you because it's not easy and it's not going to be shortcut. Matter of fact, this video we're doing, it's an hour and there's so much more stuff that we have to say and so much more to tell, help, advise, and reach out to. That's why I told my husband, well, we're going to wind up doing more than one video.
Yeah. Yeah, we'll bring you back. You know,
I want
so
you
you
guys
can
to
finish
know that it is important to speak up. Don't let those people, those bosses of you, fool you. They can go on Facebook and say, oh, my life's so perfect. Yeah, right. Right. Sure it is. Sure it is. It's not perfect. You're just a criminal. And you're cruel. And all you did was lies. You proud of yourself? Pat yourself in the back? Mm-hmm. You sold your soul. Devil comes to collect. My mama always told me the devil will always come to collect.
Yeah.
So just think about that as you get older.
Yeah.
Thin or fat, short or tall. No matter what race, no matter what nationality you are, you're a person that you are not only being a bully, but you're hurting people. Wow, you're awesome. You're great. That's what you think now. Well, you have the money, but when you die, guess what? Like I said before, you can't take the money with you. So where does the money go? People squander it. Woof, it's gone. And when you die, we all get judged. Do you think that you're not? Sorry. So sorry. But I wouldn't want to be you. I'm not perfect, but I'm not you. And you know what? I can honestly say when I go to sleep at night, I didn't do what you did. I didn't have to lie, cheat, sneak, corrupt, steal, and bribe and falsify or accuse someone of things that they're not doing to make it in the top. I didn't have to do that. I got it with working the old fashioned hard way. And guess what? I am moving up. And I am proud of my husband. He's speaking, and that's not easy to do, and it's not easy to say, but you know what? I'd rather us say it than not. Because for every voice that hears us, every person that watches us, every person that just doesn't know what to say, where to go, what to do, we're here. We got people reaching out every day. Not one or two, hundreds. They reach me on my phone. They reach Angel. They reach us. We're here for you. Lino's here for you. We're here for you. We're like a family.
Yeah.
And you know what? We're growing in numbers. There are more of us than those little administrative, little tiny people, little roaches, cockroaches. And you know what you do with cockroaches, right? You smash them. So just know that they're nobody. They're nobody so long as you don't make them nobody. Remember that. Don't let anyone stop your voice, stop your light. Don't anyone close your eyes and close your ears. No, because you can do it. And when does it stop? Eventually, they'll get to you too. They'll get to you. Angel is in this position because he spoke up. Because at what point was he not? He was supposed to turn his head and say, "Hey, punch me here." No. What? No. That's not how he was raised. Why should he do that? I'm sorry. So he sacrifices his moral and integrity for what, guys? Yeah, you could say, "Oh, the money's great." There are a lot of jobs that pay well. I'm sorry. You're just not looking. And if you are looking, then go get them. There is life after the post office, guys. There is life. Don't let them bully you and think that you are just that they bully you to stay and do corrupt and sacrifice your humanity, your soul. It was a gift from the Lord, guys. It's a gift. Don't corrupt it anymore. Don't corrupt it. Believe in you. Believe in who you are. I'm telling you, believe. We believe in you. The Lord, I know, will definitely believe in you. Don't let them do it. Don't let them silence you. You don't deserve to be silenced. You deserve to be spoken to like a human being. You deserve to be heard like a human being. You deserve to have your rights defended and your dignity. You deserve it. Everyone deserves representation. Everybody. No postmaster, nobody, manager, employee, anyone. I don't care what you are in the administrative line. You do not have the right to belittle anybody. And you ain't God. You can act like you are, but you ain't. Post office is not the army. They're not. They're an organization, and it's sad to say they're getting corrupted every time. And it's wrong. They are very good people, though. Not everyone is corrupted. So for those good people that work hard, wake up, take care of their families, and do it over and over again, I love and support you guys, even if I don't know you. I thank you for when the mail comes into our mailboxes. I thank you for the packages that come in and the weather, the snow, sleet, hail, heat, rain. You guys are working. I see my husband do it. I see y'all do it. Keep up the good work. Don't let anyone make you feel less than. Remember, those bosses that are evil, they're cockroaches. Remember that. You're not a cockroach.
Thank you for that, and I'm sure the viewers are very happy that you not only lived through the situation and you're currently living through it, but that you spoke out on their behalf. The comments don't lie. I have the comments on the TV screen in front of me, so I can see what's happening on the big screen because we're using my cell phone for this thing, so I have everything full screen so I can see if I'm missing anything. Um, yeah, International Secretary, thank you both for speaking out. Thank you, whoever you are. Yeah, um, it's um, it's a hard thing we're dealing with. Um, this situation is not easy. Um, and here's the thing: the post office is not as doing as well as they claim they're doing. The report just came out. I put it on my Facebook. $9 billion. Seriously, these guys are working like animals. They're not sleeping. They're not eating. They're out there delivering mail for hours and hours and hours. And you still ran out of money? Or you still in the hole?
Wow.
Yeah, that means we're too top heavy. That's what that means. We're too top heavy. We have too many people up top making all this money, not doing a damn thing, but they're making all this money. And this is what I'm saying. It's crazy. It's
Probably
insane.
never even delivered mail in their life.
Most of them never did. Most of them never even worked in an actual post office before. Everyone knows that. Everyone that knows me knows I ain't never delivered mail before. I ain't never lied, said I did. I ain't never tried to sugarcoat that job. That job's the hardest job. My brother used to be a mail carrier. He used to tell me. And then I see my carriers go through it. So I know, you know, and guys, it's important,
It is.
you know. But before we close out, I want to thank everybody who did make it onto the YouTube. Thank you so much for coming in, showing love, giving likes, to the video. And it's going to go up on Facebook. I don't know if it's going to come up as soon as I hit end here and then they publish it. Probably that's what's going to happen. I don't know. But if it does, yeah, check it out. For those of you that missed it, I hope you enjoy the replay. Jessica, thank you so much for being our first guest on the Postal Truth. Okay. And I got a couple of announcements. One of them was, I thought this was one of them, that we'd be live on 3 platforms simultaneously. But again, the tech goblins got me. So I'll figure that out eventually. I'll figure it out eventually. But
May I say one thing?
yeah, go ahead.
One more thing, guys. One of the reasons why I want you to speak. It's important because doing these things, speaking and being heard, is therapeutic, guys. The post office, I've seen time and time again, discredit doctors. MDs, guys. Nobody in the post office is a doctor. You're known that you're not. No, your nurses are not. Nurses have to listen to search the doctors. I used to work in a hospital. I know.
So did I.
Okay, Angel too, and I'm sure there's other people that have, because chances are you were either in the post office as your first job, or you were doing something else and then went to the post office, which is fine. Take care of yourselves. Take care of yourselves. The money is not worth your health.
No.
I saw Angel, even now, he still has things that he's dealing with health-wise. that I deal with him as his wife, it affects me too, health wise. You know, when he's asleep, I don't sleep. When he's anxiety, I panic and I deal with it, and I have no time to fold. I have to go on another level of strength, and I will do it. But take care of your health. You can't take care of your family if you don't exist. Take care of you. Don't let anybody say you can't go off work because you got to go to the doctor. Yourself, take care of you. Don't let them abuse you. If you need to go to a funeral, you go to that funeral. You don't let anyone tell you you have to miss because of work. No, that's bull. Because I guarantee they wouldn't miss if their family members died or if they had to go to the doctor. So the first one running for a vacation. Oh no, not vacation.
Shit, as soon as Friday hits, you can't even find them. They're gone.
And it's like defending, oh, everybody for themselves. No.
Yeah. And you don't even know they left. They don't even tell nobody nothing. It's just like,
What kind of bullshit is that?
I don't know.
It's BS. But anyhow,
Weird shit.
just so you know, take care of you. Take care of you. And those that are support factors like me, and I'm speaking for everybody, man, woman, child, whoever you are, take care of that person. Let them know that they love you. Remember, depression is real. Anxiety is real. Health is real. Everything you go through, aches, pains, you name it, up the yin yang. When you got 3 or more doctors telling you you cannot work in that environment will kill you, and they tell your husband that, or whoever that person is to you, go to the doctor. See what the doctors are telling them. And you'll know that that doctor is going to tell you, nope, that's a toxic environment. It's because it is. They're feeling it. Your body doesn't lie to you. Listen to your body. Listen to it before it's too late. Speak. Say your piece. You will feel better for it. I'm telling you, you're not alone. You will never be alone. Don't let them have you think that.
Wow, that's something to think about. Thank you so much for doing this. Thank you. Thank you so much for coming on and telling the audience how you feel. Jessica's been very, very supportive on the back end of all of this. Like her and brother and Scipio, Fredo Scipio, in the YouTube thing and Facebook too. They both been giving me ideas. And Lino Miranda, dude,
You're awesome, dude.
you're fucking awesome. I mean, like, I wouldn't even thought of this half the shit that I'm doing here if it wasn't for Lino either. Lino, he texted me right before the show, and he's like, I don't know if I'm gonna make it tonight. And I told him, listen, man, family first.
Yeah.
He had a prior arrangement. It happens, But like, he did call me though and tell me about the video, that it's doing very well. To all of you that have seen the video already, the half-hour documentary we did together, thank you so much for watching it, because you're part of that movement, that 3,400, almost 3,500 people that saw that video. And it's because of you, YouTube is sharing it with other people now. And it's good because we can get the word out.
Yes.
As long as we keep to the facts and we don't make stuff up, they can't take it down because it's fact. You understand? It's verifiable information. It's protected by the First Amendment. It's also protected by the Whistleblowers Act. It's also protected by a bunch of other acts. We're not even going to go into all of that now. Okay? But yeah. So our next show, our next live session will be next Thursday. Thank you so much. If I can get another speaker to come on. Again, guys, if you don't speak up, change will never happen. You got to say something. Lino can't do it by himself. I can't do it by myself. We got Tina out there in Iowa who's still fighting a battle. I mean, I talk to her often too.
Oh, Tina's awesome.
Yeah. How is it you have your congressmen and women telling you you're not a whistleblower? Yeah, because they're trying to cover it up.
Exactly.
Because that's what they do. You understand? They don't want to deal with it. They don't want to deal with the headaches. So they say, oh, no. You don't meet them because you don't have a lawyer. That's not true.
That's right.
And you guys should be
Totally
ashamed
not
of
true.
yourself for lying to them, lying to her.
Right.
You should be ashamed of yourselves. You know who you are. I'm not mentioning no names because I know you guys are like this, waiting to sue me. Because that's all you want to do. You don't want to fix the problem. You just want to silence the problem. And this is the issues we're having now in the government. 43 days shutdown for what? Both sides didn't get what they wanted anyway. So what the fuck did you close the government down for? Seriously.
It's really nothing.
So all of our federal brothers and sisters that from every agency, you didn't pay them for what? You put them in debt for what? A fucking game. That's how I look at it. And that's what's happening with me right now in the job. It's a game they're playing. And they're playing with people's lives, man. Listen, you guys can think what you want about me. I don't care.
Neither do I.
But you're hurting my kid. You're hurting my family. And now, you thought I was bad before. You haven't seen nothing yet. Because I got sweet, sweet dreams coming down the pipe for y'all. You know who you are. It's coming. Every day, remember I told you every time I get on here, I'm going to remind you what a dirtbag you were to me. And I did nothing but help you. I sat there while you going through your little mumbo jumbo in the office. Yeah, you know I know. I know. It's all good. Don't worry about it. Because you'll get your swing. I'll be back for you after I'm done with the first two. You guys thought it was okay to ruin my life. Well, guess what? You didn't ruin my life. You only ruined my career because I'm still alive. I'm still here. I'm still strong. And I'm still fucking talking. So kiss my ass. There you go. That's the postal truth. We love you guys. Have a good night.